Silenzio Bruno!
Silenzio Bruno!
Silenzio Bruno!
Silenzio Bruno!
As the saying goes, every truth has a bit of a fairy tale, and every fairy tale has a bit of truth. More often than not, fantasy finds inspiration from reality. In this video, we're going to talk about the true story behind Luca and a very adult, or not so G-rated, movie it may have been inspired by. Put your feet up, grab a bowl of pasta, and let's gas up the Vespa. Just a heads up, there may be some spoilers in the movie. You've been warned.
What's that?
Oh, it's just the greatest thing that humans ever made. The Vespa.
Disney Pixar's Luca tells the story of an adorable sea monster who gets a taste of life above the surface of his ocean home.
First time?
Of course it is! I'm a good kid!
Thanks to his friend Alberto, he gets the courage to dive onto land and goes on a whirlwind adventure, trying to win a race so the two best friends can get a Vespa.
Vespa is freedom.
Along the way, the characters learn about what friendship means as they gain acceptance by their community. At first, I thought, wait, there's no way this movie is based on a true story because sea monsters aren't real. But once you take a deep-sea dive and explore, there are other elements in this movie that are not only realistic, but is reality. Luca is based on the real life of director Enrico Casarosa. While growing up, he spent his summers in the port city of Genoa, Italy, which inspired the fictional town of Porto Rosso.
Benvenuti a Porto Rosso!
If you're a fan of Studio Ghibli, you might have caught the nod to the 1992 film Porco Rosso. It could also be inspired by the real-life Portofino. Either way, the Italian Riviera is a very real place that sometimes doesn't find a lot of representation in mainstream movies.
Classic human town. Pretty cool, right?
But that's not where the true story ends. Casarosa also had a childhood best friend named Alberto. You can guess who our protagonist Luca is inspired by: Enrico Casarosa himself. Very much like his animated counterpart, Casarosa was a timid and shy kid who felt like he needed a break from his family.
Being kind of out of my comfort zone with someone who's very different from me.
The real-life Alberto was a bit of a troublemaker, a free spirit, and his family wasn't very present in his life.
You live up here?
Yeah, me and my dad. He's not even here a whole lot, so I pretty much just do whatever I want.
The two boys became best friends around the age of 11 and 12, and they balanced each other out perfectly. While Casarosa didn't grow up in Italy in the 50s, he chose that particular time period for the movie for a very specific reason. He believes that this particular era is timeless and could still resonate with the audience. It seems he was right. Alberto helped Casarosa grow up, get out of his comfort zone, and break out of his shell. It seems that Casarosa appreciated it tremendously, since Alberto was spotted at the premiere posing for a photo with his childhood best friend under their respective characters. One of the most notable things about Luca that's been catching mainstream attention is its similarity to the 2017 movie Call Me By Your Name.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
For one, the main character Luca shares the same name as Call Me By Your Name director Luca Guadagnino. Let's just say there's too many similarities to just let it go. You could say that the internet has one eyebrow raised, trying to figure out if there's something that the creators of Luca were trying to say without blatantly saying it.
What does it mean? The thing you just said?
In the movie, 17-year-old Elio meets 24-year-old Oliver while living in a 17th century Italian villa in Lombardy.
We only come here for Christmas and some other vacations.
Two young men living in an Italian village. It already sounds a little familiar. Elio, played by Timothée Chalamet, does bear a striking resemblance to the animated Luca.
Yeah, you're right.
Viewers also couldn't help notice that the two movies are very water adjacent. While Call Me By Your Name was filmed more inland, the two main characters spend a lot of time next to the water. Also, they ride bikes a lot. In Luca, our main character also has to ride a bike to win the Porto Rosso Cup race.
Did you see me on the bike? Julia said, look up, and then all of a sudden I was riding it.
Yeah.
Yet, Alberto does get jealous of Luca's friendship with Julia, and there are moments in Call Me By Your Name when the two guys get jealous about their female friends. But there are drastic differences. For example, Call Me By Your Name is very much an adult-level film. It's not for kids.
They know about us.
Also, the two main characters are actually in love.
I would kiss you if I could.
Whereas our main characters of Luca are in a platonic friendship. They're only 13 and 14 years old in the movie. Even the female Julia isn't a romantic interest for any character in the film. Yet, that's not to say there could be some LGBT references in the movie. When asked, Casarosa has insisted that Luca is not a romantic film in any way. He wanted to focus on that before time, when kids weren't worried about crushes or having a boyfriend or girlfriend. There's a certain level of innocence he wanted to maintain.
Every day, me and Alberto are gonna ride someplace new, and every night, we'll sleep under the fish.
While Casarosa didn't intend for the movie to be queer-themed, he understands why the film resonates with so many from the LGBT community. You have sea monsters that have to adapt in order to blend into their community, hide their true identity, and seek acceptance from their loved ones.
Some people, they'll never accept him, but some will.
Okay, so we know that the movie is based on two real-life best friends. But the movie is set in Italy, and trust me, there's a lot of Italian inspiration behind the designs. The artists and animators studied depictions of medieval sea monsters from the Carta Marina, which is a Renaissance map from 1539. If you're familiar with Italian art, especially on fountains, the sea monster design would definitely be familiar to you.
Everyone in Porto Rosa pretends to believe in sea monsters.
This is a tremendous nod to Italy's vast history in the arts. It seems that these ancient sculptures still have a way of inspiring modern creations, meaning that one can never forget their roots.
Have you seen this town? My father hunts sea monsters.
When creating the movie, Disney Pixar's production team did a lot of traveling in Italy. Even when Casarosa couldn't travel himself, he was giving recommendations to the team on things to see and even what kind of food to eat.
Prendete il pesto. Mangiate.
He wanted to make sure that Luca was authentic, even if it was about sea monsters trying to find a place in this world. Even the colors of the sea monsters were based on the colors of the Mediterranean Sea. But Disney Pixar has always been great about these little details, and it makes the movie that much better. It's safe to say that nothing in Luca happened by accident. There's intention in every little detail, like a continuous Easter egg for the audience to crack open. So, as you can see, there are many elements to the true story behind Luca that explains why it's so heartfelt.
Just remember, we are always here for you, okay?
Audiences around the world have fallen in love with the characters and have praised how genuine and innocent it is. Because Enrico Casarosa based it on his real-life friendship with his childhood bestie, there's a sense of wonderness to it that can only come from living the experience yourself. Andiamo! What do you think of the true story behind Luca? Is it a hit or just cheesy? Let us know in the comments. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the notification bell. Thanks for watching!